Fellow citizens, it is my honor and privilege to address you as President of the St. Kitts Teachers Union as we embark on another week of activities centered on World Teachers' Day. I wish to extend special greetings to all retired teachers who have blazed the trail before us and have made significant contributions to not only our profession, but to the many lives of men, women, and children of our Federation. You continue to be a beacon, a fount of knowledge, and a rich resource on which we can draw and have open doors to a better world for all those whose lives you have impacted. And so we greet you warmly and express our profound gratitude to you for your contribution to education. On Monday, 5th October, teachers throughout the world will be lauded with their contribution to education and by extension to nation building. Many lives have been changed, bridges crossed, and ideas flourish because teachers cared enough to become a most important element in children's education. Every year on World Teachers' Day, also observed by the St. Kitts Teachers Union as Teachers Appreciation Day, we celebrate educators and the central role they play in providing children everywhere with a quality education. As the global community comes together to support teachers and to celebrate them, we are calling on all our citizens to join and support our efforts. In these challenging times in which we live, the role as teacher has indeed taken on a new meaning as we mobilize to ensure that the needs of future generations are taken into consideration. Many new teachers have joined the rank and file of our profession this year, and they will need the advice and guidance of the battle-hardened veterans among us to help them navigate through the many exciting opportunities to touch and empower our children. The commitment of our teachers is tremendous, and the drive shown is reflected in the performance of our students, both in the academic success and in their own growth and development. And so we commend all our teachers for the work done over the last academic year, for the sacrifice made to ensure that our nation's future is prepared for life. And so on behalf of the St. Kitts Teachers Union, I extend congratulations to all our teachers for an outstanding job in putting the needs of children above everything else. Your performance in many areas was very impressive. The hard work, dedication, and commitment to teaching and learning by you and your students was clearly demonstrated and documented by the results in our test of standards, CSEC, CCSLC, CAPE results. Despite the many challenges you would have experienced, teachers did a substantial amount of work in helping our students realize their success. And so you can be proud of what you've achieved in your classrooms and on the playing fields. But your achievements are not due to complacency and satisfaction with the status quo. Our education sector is what it is because of a group of men and women who share a common goal to do what is best for students and are always looking for ways to improve that goal. It took sacrifice, teamwork, effort, with all of us working together to strengthen the instructional program to bring our students to this point of academic achievement. This could not have been achieved without your hard work. Again, congratulations on a job well done. To improve our schools, we have to humanize them and make education personal to every student and teacher in the system. Education is about relationships. Great teachers are not just instructors or test administrators, but they are mentors, they are coaches, they are motivators, they are lifelong sources of inspiration to their students. The key to personalizing education is to invest properly in the professional development of our teachers. Teachers need mentors too. Supporting educators to become the best they can be is one of the surest routes to improving our nation's schools. They should therefore be given the creative freedom to innovate and do their jobs with a proper framework of public accountability. Too often, our schools operate within larger systems that impede performance. Over time, These systems have become entrenched and negatively affect the process of real and meaningful education. Much of the focus of education reform should be on changing laws and policies that affect how schools operate so that they are better able to innovate and become responsive to the needs of students and their families. We need a curriculum that not only recognizes academic skills, but one that also gives true value and recognition to the non-academic skills and associated intelligence. A person who has the ability to be a first-class carpenter must not be labeled a failure, but he may never become a carpenter because of the self-fulfilling prophecy based on how our academics is set up. That will determine his fate. We need again to look, therefore, at reform because our youth who do not conform to the passive classroom learning environment, the education system labels them as failures. They turn out to criminal activity in order to be recognized. Our system, therefore, must make the difference between college and prison, between opportunity and oppression. It is Victor Hugo who declares rightfully, he who opens a school door closes a prison. So we solicit the support of government, of parents, of churches, of all stakeholders in our efforts to bolster teacher and the economic education institutions and improve the education opportunities of our children. Join us in thanking and supporting our teachers. We have, and those we are recruiting, the new teachers to shape a more effective education system and to prepare our young people, our adults, for active and responsible participation in society. There is no stronger foundation for lasting peace and sustainable development than a quality education provided by valued, supported, and motivated teachers. Teaching is one of the finest contributions we can make to society. While the rewards are not remunerative, the rewards answer something in very deep ways. We get the awesome privilege and opportunity to contribute to the growth and development of our society. As the Teachers Union, our agenda continues to be expanded and to be reshaped to address current and relevant issues. Our advocacy program seeks to establish a trusted dialogue with government and decision makers on relevant issues. Our voice from a national perspective permits us to address many of the societal and legislative issues affecting teachers, students, and the overall teaching profession. The SKTU is uniquely positioned to bring forward the voice of teachers in national and international debates on issues affecting education. And as a national organization representing teachers on various and respective perspectives on education, priorities, and issues, be assured that the SKTU remains committed to increase the quality of education of every student in the system. Our voice from a national perspective will most certainly not be silenced, but will be in our efforts to review and amend policy as it impacts on the profession. We must see education as a partnership, and all must work together to improve our service to our learners. The evidence is clear and consistent. When schools and families work together, student learning and outcomes improve. We can enhance our schools through meaningful parental involvement and engagement. It is critical for us as teachers to understand what the struggle is about today. It is a struggle for us as teachers to maintain our space in this ever-changing world. It is a struggle for us to make our voices heard and to ensure that the wider society understands our mission. It is a struggle for safe and healthy schools. It is a struggle for proper remuneration. It is a struggle which requires us having a clear understanding of who a good teacher is and why our work is important. It is a struggle that requires us asking questions and seeking answers. It is a struggle for a formalized relationship with the teachers' union and our employers through a collective bargaining agreement. The primary goal of this struggle must be clearly understood, and that is that all of us involved in the business of delivering quality education to our children are under charge to do so with great integrity and commitment. The SKTU understands the struggle. We understand why a strong teachers' union is so critical to the quality education system. The union in its every activity accepts that a teacher is at the heart of education reform and real change. It is our work that will make a significant difference in our system. Education, however, starts at home with parents. Teachers need and deserve more respect and support from our homes, from the ministry, from our employers. And so the question is whether all of us, as citizens and as parents, are willing to do what's necessary to give every child a chance to succeed. That responsibility begins not in the classrooms, but in our homes and in our communities. It's family that first instills the love of learning in a child. Only parents can ensure the television is turned off, the computer is used responsibly, and homework gets done. We need to teach our students that success is a function of hard work and discipline. Our schools share this responsibility. When a child walks into a classroom, it should be a place of high expectation, of high performance. We must provide real incentive to our teachers, therefore. Reward good teachers. Seek to find innovative means to empower challenged teachers. This week, the SKTU joins with millions of teachers worldwide on World Teachers' Day, Monday, 5th October, in celebrating their work and worth. This year's celebration is against the theme, empowering teachers, building sustainable societies. And here in St. Kitts, the theme is most relevant and applicable. We implore all stakeholders, all citizens, to do the right thing and support our teachers in what they do. Our colleagues can rest assured that this union will do everything possible to promote and defend your interests as we continue to agitate, educate, and liberate. On Saturday, 3rd October, we will join in worship at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And on Sunday, we join in worship and praise at the Methodist Church in Sandy Point, and this will be followed by our luncheon. On Monday 5th, World Teachers' Day, which we also dub Teachers Appreciation Day. Special assemblies will be held in schools, recognizing retired teachers and presenting tokens of appreciation to them. Then in the evening on ZIZ television, we will have a panel discussion on meeting the challenges in the classroom. Tuesday, 6 October, will be the 4th annual education consultation. And our theme for this year's consultation is parent involvement and engagement in education. Parental involvement and engagement in education. Our cocktail reception for new teachers, as we welcome you into this profession, will be held on 7th October at 7 p.m. at AVIC. On Thursday 8th is our 4th annual Excellence in Teachers Award, and this will be hosted at Government House. On Friday night, the curtains come down as we highlight the successes and the joys of our profession as we march through the streets of Bastia in our annual march and rally. May God bless you, continue to support us, and let us work together because our children's welfare must be our main concern.